Good morning, Phoenix Suns fans. What a fantastic win last night. The Suns beat the Miami Heat 110-100 in Miami. The fact that it was only a 10-point victory, I think, didn't do this justice and says a little bit more about the Heat because the Suns just dominated this game in every way possible last night. And I'm going to hit on 5 key takeaways from last night's huge victory over the Heat. Let's light the afterburners. Number 5. So I've got one negative afterburner. Let's get it out of the way so we can get to all the fantastic positives. The only negative I have is that Dario Saric still seems a little bit lost. Super Dario just hasn't really been himself since the All-Star break. I know he came back from that injury right before the break, and that's probably cost him a little bit, but he had great momentum going into the break, and he just hasn't been the same player the last couple of games. I fully expect him to get back on track, so I'm not concerned. Number 4 is something I've been talking about with the rotations with Monty, and keeping Booker, I think, in too long in the first quarter, too long in the third quarter, not bringing him back soon enough, and allowing DA to also get himself into a bit of foul trouble in the first quarter, which effectively takes him out of the game. So, one of the huge takeaways for me was that DA had no fouls in the first quarter. Monty actually pulled him with about 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, which I think was a brilliant move. He was having a great quarter, as he often does in the first, but he gets that second foul, and he starts to lose momentum. So I think it was a brilliant move by Monty to sit DA and then bring him back earlier in the second. In fact, at the end of the first, CP3, DA, and Book were all sitting. I think he brought CP3 back with about 1 second to go in the first. But really liked what I saw out of Monty's rotations last night. And again, something that I'd been hitting on for the last couple of afterburners. So it was great to see the adjustment pay off. Number 3 is, I think this was probably certainly the most exciting, if not the best Suns performance of the season. Again, the final score doesn't really reflect it, but they dominated both sides of the floor. Their offense was fantastic. They were finding the open shooters. They were moving the ball. DA was outstanding. CP3 was outstanding. Booker was great. And what can you say about Mikal Bridges? And just, the defense as well. I mean, blocking shots, steals, taking charges. Miami felt out of this game after about the first quarter. Just an absolutely dominating performance by the Phoenix Suns. Their best of the season, in my opinion.